Welcome to the delightful world of the clairs, where your senses get a supernatural upgrade and your intuition finally gets the spotlight it always deserved. Today, we're rolling out the red carpet for the queen bee herself, clairvoyance. That's right, clairvoyance, clearseeing. If you've ever wished you could peek into the future or see things your nosy neighbor can't, congratulations, you're chasing the right clair. Let's get one thing straight. Clairvoyance is not about predicting next week's lottery numbers, and it's definitely not about seeing ghosts in your bathroom mirror. Although bonus points if you do, please call someone. Instead, clairvoyance is the ability to receive intuitive information visually. We're talking about images, symbols, colors, even entire scenes that play out like a private movie in your mind. It's like having Netflix, but the only show streaming is You, the Psychic Chronicles, and you never know what episode you're going to get next. So, how does clairvoyance actually work? Imagine you're minding your own business, strolling down the street, when suddenly you get a mental flash of a friend you haven't seen in years. 2 minutes later, guess who calls you? That's clairvoyance sliding into your DMs. Or maybe you get a random image of a pink tulip, and then your date shows up with, you guessed it, a bouquet of pink tulips. Either the universe is very bored, or your sixth sense is trying to tell you something. Of course, being clairvoyant doesn't mean you're seeing spirits in Victorian garb at every turn, or that you're destined to become a crystal ball-wielding fortune teller. Unless you're into that sort of thing, in which case, more power to you. For most people, clairvoyant experiences are subtle. Think gentle nudges, soft flashes, or the mental equivalent of a pop-up ad that you didn't ask for but can't quite ignore. Let's clear up a major misconception. You don't need to be born under a full moon, raised by psychic wolves, or eat kale for breakfast every day to have clairvoyant experiences. This ability is about tuning in, not dropping out. Everyone has the potential for clairvoyance, but, as with most things in life, practice makes perfect, or at least slightly less confused. Now, how do you know if you're clairvoyant and not just really imaginative? Excellent question. While daydreaming about living on a private island with a pet llama named Carl is delightful, clairvoyant images tend to pop up uninvited and feel oddly significant. They might come through during meditation, in dreams, or just as you're about to drift off to sleep. Sometimes they'll appear as symbols, like that recurring image of a red door or a white feather, or, for the more culinary-minded, a suspiciously vivid slice of cheesecake. The trick is to notice what sticks with you and what feels different from your usual mental chatter. Here's where things get juicy. Clairvoyance isn't just about seeing, it's about interpreting. The universe, apparently, is a fan of cryptic messaging. So when you get a vision of a stormy ocean, it might not mean you need to avoid water parks. Maybe it's just your subconscious, or your spirit guides, if you're feeling fancy, warning you about emotional turbulence ahead. Or maybe it's the universe's way of nudging you to invest in better rain boots. Who can say? But wait, there's more. For the overachievers in the audience, clairvoyance can be developed. Yes, you too can train your psychic eye, preferably without scaring your friends and family. Start with visualization exercises. Picture an apple in your mind. Make it as crisp and shiny as you can. Now imagine biting into it. The better you get at conjuring images, the easier it'll be to differentiate between your own thoughts and true clairvoyant flashes. Spoiler alert: the universe rarely sends visions of overdue grocery lists. If you're already getting the occasional vision, congratulations, you're officially weird in the best possible way. The next step is to keep a journal. Write down any images, symbols, or scenes that pop up, even if they make absolutely no sense. You'll be surprised how often these little visual breadcrumbs lead somewhere interesting. And if nothing else, you'll have a fantastic collection of random doodles and cryptic notes to confuse your descendants with. Let's not forget the skeptics. Maybe you think all of this is just your imagination running wild after one too many late-night cheese snacks. It's possible, but clairvoyance tends to come with a distinct feeling, a subtle knowing that the image matters, even if you can't explain why. It's the difference between imagining a unicorn because you're bored and suddenly seeing a unicorn when you're thinking about a big decision, only to realize later that it represented something magical entering your life, Or at least, an opportunity to buy glitter. For those who want to take things up a notch, meditation is your best friend. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and ask for a visual message. Don't force it, unless you enjoy staring at the inside of your eyelids while impatiently waiting for a psychic PowerPoint presentation. Trust that whatever comes up, even if it's just a vague swirl of color, is worth noting. So, why bother with clairvoyance at all? Well, aside from the bragging rights at dinner parties, developing your clairvoyant side can help you make better decisions, understand yourself on a deeper level, and occasionally impress your friends by predicting when the pizza guy will show up. More importantly, it's about connecting to your intuition, the part of you that knows things before your logical brain catches up. In summary, clairvoyance is like having a secret visual hotline to the universe. It's not about predicting doom and gloom or living in a perpetual state of, "I see dead people." It's about noticing the signs, trusting your inner vision, and occasionally being the person who just knows things without being obnoxious about it. So dust off your psychic sunglasses, practice those visualization skills, and remember, the next time you get a random mental image that makes no sense, pay attention. You might just be receiving your first official message from the world of the clairs. Stay tuned, because next time we're diving into clairaudience, clear hearing, where the universe starts talking, and you have no excuse not to listen.